Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the Necroid Reanimators with the Lim Update. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 20. Probably going to be a couple of boring episodes for the next ones as we sort of get our empire back on track now that the major wars are over. And get back to expanding people and jobs and things like that. There are a couple of empires we'd like to squash, but we're in a big federation right now. So I think one of the things we're going to have to do is start trying to move our federation up so we can ensure that we're in charge of it. So that operations ongoing. I'm going to move some people around here eventually. Busy harming relations with the new Gwynisberg. I want to do that with the Khan, the Great Khan. I want to keep doing that, but the rest of these with the spy networks, I think we'll put them on hold, and we'll get everybody over here, all of our envoys over here in our federation, and really boost this up and get ourselves to the next level so that we can start doing the really important things. So basically, so we can get in charge and make war a President decides vote. So, in the meantime, I want to take a look at the ring worlds here. Let's see. This is the scientific ring world. One thing it doesn't have is 15% bonus building right there. So we'll build those. This one needs just more segments, and it's got some people, so that'll get us some jobs. Ring D is not making enough of these. So is it because we don't have enough people working on them? Oh yeah, they replace duelists. That's right. Amenities +5 trade rate. I don't have any merchants there, and I'm a little short. That's interesting. Okay. Need some more rulers. Well, I've got some worlds making those. So let's take a look at some of these other worlds. Like here. Oh yeah, they don't have enough amenities either, and they're unhappy. It's this duelist thing, isn't it? Duelist amenities +12. Naval capacity is why we got them, though. I'm not going to get rid of those guys, but that means we're going to have to focus on hyper entertainment forms, creating more duelists to create more of that jobs reduction. That'll get us out of there. Plus this. We're going to plop down a couple more chambers of elevation to make sure that we're getting enough leaders that can move around. We have greater than ourselves active, so that's fine. On these research-only worlds, though, I just want to keep putting research down. So we'll take a look at some of these other planets. Like here, this has a chamber of elevation. That one does. This one does not. Cowheg. So we'll put one on there, and that should give us enough leaders. They'll create leaders, and then they'll elevate guys, and then they'll move into the leadership jobs on other planets. You don't have to put a chamber of elevation on every single planet. It's probably a bad idea if you do, because then you're going to lose too many of your grunts, and your grunt species is the breeders, and we actually can fix these guys. The breeders are the guys who do the bulk of the work here, so we can go in here and fix their template. They're doing army damage, worker pop, resource output, pop growth speed. So if you give them this, they do resources from jobs an additional 5%. Nerve stapled. Cannot be leaders, cannot be employed in ruler or specialist jobs either. I don't think we have too many resources from jobs +5, and it says it's not enough trait points if you remove nomadic. At 79 pops, I don't think we have a lot of them working any specialist jobs, and if we did, that's fine. We'll just build a couple more elevation chambers. But this makes them serious resource hogs. 5% from jobs there. Let's see, and another 2.5 there. So I like, let's see, yeah, 5% there. Pop growth speed, livestock. So nerves. Oh, I picked the wrong thing, didn't I? Food from jobs, not that. Rapid breeders. Where's the nerve stapled? Right there. So if you do that, 5 plus 5 for being nerve stapled, plus 5 for being robust, and another plus 2.5 for being strong, and then I still got 2 trait picks. So if we can get something like governing ethics attraction might be nice. Pop growth from immigration. I'm not. Empire sprawl from pops. That'd be nice. Unity from jobs. They're not going to be working. They don't need leaders. Trade value from jobs. That would be probably. That should work for clerks, shouldn't it? Pop growth speed. So it's either pop growth speed. I almost want the governing ethics attraction, but there's only 79 of them, and they're not really the ones we have to worry about. It's everybody else. So I'm going to go trade value from jobs. Okay, I'm going to create that. I'm going to apply that template everywhere. Everywhere that there's a desert. So you can see that we've got a bunch of different worlds. We've got a bunch of them on the ring worlds. Arid world, but then in Savannah world especially. But then we can also create some other versions. There's Tomb World one. There's a guy on a Tomb World. So you do this, apply that template, and then what you can do is create that same sort of template. So go up here, nuke all this stuff off here, and say it's going to be robust, nerve stapled.
Inbound communicating.
Hold on. It's always hard for me to remember the pictures. Pictures don't mean what I think it means. So what is it? Oh, it's got this thrifty and a chain. Okay. So keep the chain for strong, nerve stapled, robust, and thrifty. But change their world. So like continental preference. Breeder continental. Save that. Create that template. And then do the same thing again. That. Nerve stapled. That. And change their preference to like I think what we had mostly was Tundra Worlds. So you could do that and get, you know, favorable people on favorable planets. Mission accomplished by the gatherer.
Species altered.
So go over here, assign an envoy. Let's see, busy building the spy network with the Imetherian Star Republic. So what we need to do is go to the Imetherian Star Republic. Let's see, do we have? We don't have enough, and they're very tiny. They're one planet, so I'm not even going to worry about taking the spies and putting them undercover. I'm not going to worry about sleeper cells. So we're just going to grab this guy and move him. Busy building the spy network. Yep. I'm going to assign that envoy. Representing our interests with the League of Autonomous Powers, we have a spy network over here in the Gwezabor Khanate. We want to keep him there. Kinetic crystal infused plating, that'll take a day. Don't want to worry about relic activation. What I do want to do is take a look here. What's going on with this? Matter decompressor blowing. Okay. So we're making enough energy credits. I'm not concerned about building the Dyson Sphere next necessarily. Let's see, what do we have up here? Okay, what are you doing? Nothing. Perfect, because I got a job for you. Build a starbase there. I'm going to get all these holes filled in. I'm thinking what I want to do next here. Power shipyard. Where's this one? It's down there, and it's a shipyard. I don't really think that that's necessary to have that there. Let's downgrade that one. Energy weapon damage, energy weapon attack speed, kinetic weapon damage. Alright. Night Birth. Yeah, I had one over here. Because what do they have? What do they have in this system? The ruined etherophasic engine. Okay. Yeah, there. We should probably leave this here then. But what about this? Yeah, downgrade that. That's going to lose us some anchorage for our naval capacity. I need to get all of this filled in over here. What are you doing? What is this down here? Ruined mega art installation. Oh, fun. I don't necessarily want that. What's it provide? Anyways, I'm not even sure I've ever built this thing. What's it provide? It's unclear if this intrasolar art piece is broken or not, but it's probably broken. That's kind of funny. I'm not even sure what that gains. Hold on. Let's find out. Let's just Google it. One of the first things that pops up. What is the purpose of the mega art installation on Reddit? Yeah, exactly. I'd kind of like to know. What's it say? Mega art installation. Plus 100 unity and plus 5% amenities. So it provides a bunch of amenities. That's what I thought it might do. Okay. Plus 20% amenities at the fountain. Start building it. Because all you got to do is that much, I think.
Inbound communicate.
Let's keep these guys busy. Inbound communicate. So what do we have here? This is just... Yeah, we got a bunch of star bases we don't need now. I say we don't need them, and they put our naval capacity over, but what is this? Yeah, you don't need that either. That's
A system survey has concluded.
okay. This one, yeah, I don't need this one either. Oh, it's upgrading though. It's doing trade hub stuff. What are you doing?
Construction venture completed.
Move there. Gateway constructed in which system? Hatterim. So right there. So we created a gateway. So this would be cool because turn this on and say Bako's Curse. Grab that trade from there.
Construction venture completed.
Pagora doesn't have anything on it. Okay. This station, yeah. I'll leave that there for the anchorage, but I'm gonna make it go up. Eye of Ball. Yeah, this was on our neighbors here, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Build those systems. Black Hole Observatory. What's that give me? Oh, and it produces... I'm going to build a defense grid supercomputer first. Rising on Larder. Let's go see what Larder's doing. Okay, you have... Move your people then, punks. Go take jobs elsewhere. They're like, there are no jobs, boss. Make sure my fleets are full here. So, Elgate Armada has not been upgraded since it, since the days of yore. Get these dismal Armada. How are you doing? You are 210. Okay. Same thing here with you then. Doink. Alright. Yeah, I got a lot of shipyards here. Pagoda. Okay, what do we have? A bunch of research here. And not a lot of stability. Okay. Minimal Federation centralization. We want to move to low. Yes, please. That's what I want to see happen.
Construction venture completed.
Hopefully that passes. It did. Good. So now we're back up to here. Good. Fleet contribution. Succession type. Challenge. Galactic power surge. Somewhere in a galaxy. Huh. Great. Galactic. Is that the... Yeah. I think that's the unbidden. Right. Okay. Yeah, extra-dimensional invaders. Okay. It's the unbidden. Extra-dimensional ships. Unbidden ships are heavily shielded and have no armor. You want to use the arc emitters against them. Okay. So, we have to start making unbidden ships. There we go. We already have here these. What kind of weapons do they use, though? Use shields for their energy weapons. Okay. So these are set up that way already. Oh, but you need more power, don't you? Because if we put that on there, that gets you to 94. Can I add more shields then? Yes. Okay, so instead of being 2% more evasive, you're going to be like this. So let's do that. I don't have many of these destroyers out here, but yeah, they're... What would you do? This. Give them more shields. Save that. Cruisers don't have a lot of those. So you want to do your cloud lightning thing. They don't have a cloud lightning for that, do they? So you just use phase disruptors. Okay. And it says, whoa, that's too costly. Oh wow. Can't even go with that. Okay. So this for the unbidden. And then the big ones here. The big bad boys. Okay, so the only one we really need to worry about is the penetrators. We need to have an unbid version of this. With as much power as we can. Give us some crystal infused plating. Because the crystal infused plating is what, 660 compared to the neutronium armor. Armor would work too, wouldn't it? Yeah, because they have... Unbidden ships are heavily shielded, have no armor, but kinetic weapons that deal additional damage. Shield isn't the best weapon against them. Yeah. Okay. You want to use shields against their massively powerful energy weapons. So yeah, the Paling's probably the best choice. So save that. And then I need, for the few Titans I have, for the few Titans we have. Let's see. Alright, Titan. You, wow, this is early. It's 24:02 and they're showing up. That's impressive. So, let's go to our fleets. And let's look at many of these planets, we're gonna need more than this. So, start building some extra strongholds here. What is this planet? Pegol, because we took it over. It's one of the enemy's planets. The enemy's gate is down. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay. Let's replace these with food. It's got a bunch of food on this planet. My goodness, that's absurd. Hattie is a little more reasonable, although they didn't. Yeah. A little more reasonable, but not entirely. What are we low on? Baltimore's. Okay. Yeah, so we gotta go through some more planets here. What are we gonna do on this one? Doltura Va is, where is this at? Where's the system at? It's right here near the Eye of Ball. Okay. I can do anything I want to then with that. Oh, and this one already has bureaucracy on it, so the other one's going to get bureaucracy on it. So let's do that. It's got
Study has been completed.
that. Let's do this same thing. Let's just say bureaucracy. I'm going to want to spend some money. Jack that price up. Yep, so this is a science planet. Terminal egress. We have decided to put research on all of these planets. This one has research on food. But everybody's going to start to get like 2 strongholds now. Because we have to get that situation taken care of. Let's do a city there, 2 more of these, and another city. Same thing here. Let's just get all of our planets, get all of our ducks in a row here. This is research and food. Really nice planet. And then it still has a bunch left. So I think what we can safely do is start poking points into that one to create some jobs. Quicksand basin. Okay. Create that. You're gonna have a ton of these. Cowhig. Consumer goods. Everybody's gonna get a couple more of those. Yep. Alpletic. A plaid is bureaucracy. Okay. It's bureaucracy and it doesn't have any of these guys. Oh, moat harvesting traps. Take one of those. Great. A plaid 2. Do it bureaucracy since it's within the same kind of border scheme. And this one, and it is bureaucracy as well, so it's already pretty well planned out. Raise that up. Okay, what do we have here? Admin capacity. Don't need that so much. I want leader lifespan. What else do we have in here? There's some unemployed pops there. Work doing research. Yeah, we need more jobs, don't we? Because we need, yeah, like this ring world here is saying, hey, bring me more of this. Trade, what's that produce? Merchants and clerk jobs, which produce a bunch of trade value and amenities. Create that commercial segment first, though, and that'll take care of that ring world right there. This one says, I need something else here. Everybody's gonna get that. We just need a lot more ships. So in these worlds we can do it. We'll raise up the military portion of it. Alright.
Construction venture.
What's going on over here in the Senate? Nothing. So what do we have? Change council size to 1. Weak support. Lacking 82. Okay. What the hell just happened here? Who are these guys? They're already here? That's not right. Whoa, like the signal showed up and then they're right there. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen. Hurry up, get over there. The unbidden. The source of the massive power surge we detected earlier has been identified. Point of interest, dimensional porthole.
Situation log has been amended.
Okay, where are the rest of them?
Inbound communicate.
Yeah, wow. So the game decided that since I said the next few episodes could be boring, and somebody was listening and said, oh really? Oh, well, let us fix that for you.
A station is under attack.
Yeah, I know. How big is their fleet? 720,000? Okay, listen.
Inbound communicate.
Get in here.
A mining station has been
All of you.
A spaceport has been lost to the other side.
Not for long. I just want you to jump to right there. Jump. We're gonna block these guys off. Well, kind of. We're gonna try. Jesus, they showed up right in our backyard. How many ships do I have over here? Is this gonna be enough? You guys might need to come over here too. Oh my gosh. Well, that was entertaining.
A belligerent fleet has been engaged. A mining station has been
Here we go.
lost. A station is under attack.
I don't even have my ships.
A research station has passed beyond.
Oh no. Oh no, they annihilated us.
A mining station has been lost. Inbound communicate.
Probably would have made a difference if I'd have...
Inbound communicate. A fleet has been bravely defeated.
Yep, I have.
A study has been completed.
Well, that's too bad. I think we're looking at the end here. That I was not prepared for the crisis to show up at 2402 at 10 times strength, and that's bad. That's really bad. Oh, I should have switched over all my fleets first. Well, you win some, you lose some. I think it's pretty safe to say we're going to lose this. We're going to lose our mega shipyard, so... I mean, I'm going to have to go back and look at my settings, because I think you can specify when you want the crisis to show up, and I don't know.
A station is under attack.
2403 seems a little early for that. Huh. Well.
Construction venture completed. A study has been completed.
Yeah, I'm just a little shocked that it was that soon. I didn't anticipate that, so I guess that's gonna have to be a lesson, huh? Be ready for the crisis that early. Wow. Yeah, I just didn't think that would happen.
A science vessel is under attack.
Yeah.
A science vessel has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Construction venture completed.
Well, 20 episodes was a good run. I mean, we saw a lot of stuff. That was...
A hostile fleet has appeared to us.
Yeah.
A spaceport is beset.
Pretty impressive for them to show up like this.
Steering clear of belligerents.
Just gonna say they have to move. Oh, they're gonna go to Mega Shipyard.
A hostile fleet has
Here
appeared to
comes...
us.
Here comes the end. Yeah. Well, folks, normally I play until the absolute last gasp, but I think it's safe to say with the loss of the Mega Shipyard here that this game is over. So I thought I was excited to play against a 10 times crisis because I've done the 25 times crisis before. I thought 10 times would be fine because I thought I had time to get ready for it. I mean, that was all I was, that's what we were doing to start the episode here, was getting an AO capacity built up because I knew I needed way more than this. And but the crisis showing up at 2403 is... I don't think there's any coming back from that, so I'm gonna have to do some research and learn why it showed up so early. If that's a LEM update change, or if I have a setting wrong in the configuration at the beginning of the game, because I don't. The end game here is 2500. So I would assume that the crisis would show up. Usually it shows up anywhere from 2440 to 2480. 2403 is... Gosh. I mean, if it's going to show up that early from now on, then I don't want to play with it at 10 times. That's not fun. That's... Darn. Alright, really short episode, folks. That's the end. We got smoked by the crisis, so... Yeah, Unbidden showed up and ripped us a new one. LEM update, what do y'all think? I certainly think the changes to the tradition tree are welcome. This is nice. I liked this a lot. Thought it was pretty cool. Could still go here. Become the crisis, that was going to be the goal, but damage to endgame crisis factions 50% would be what I'd have to take to survive this. And then yeah, look, it's about to come up here and get our homeworld silent column list. Okay, alright, I'm pausing. I'm done. I'm going to delete this save file so it doesn't tempt me to try to come back and play it, because I do like a challenge. But this is, I mean, this is like a senior in high school with a baseball bat beating up on a 6th grader. This is just not... I wasn't prepared for this. I thought I was going to have time to become a senior in high school and get my own baseball bat, and then it'd be a fair fight. This is not it. So, what do you all want to see me do next for species and stuff? Give me a look on that. I'm a little going to take a screenshot of this. Because it's I'm a little miffed by that it showed up so soon. I don't really... Yeah, I don't... Something about that just doesn't sit well with me. So, it's possible that I got the configuration settings wrong or something at the start of the game. That's entirely possible, so I'll be taking a look at that. I've fought the Unbidden before. You've seen previous episodes where they got all 3 stages out, and it was a battle to the end. But this is, we're not anywhere close to being ready. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you dug the whole series, Necroids. It's not the ending I had in mind, but it was fun. I'm going to be thinking hardcore about what I want to do. I really want to play one of the new, the human species pack. Got some new civics and traits, and some of them sound kind of fun. They sound pretty like passive and decadent and lazy. I'd like to play one of those and see how that works. Maybe just try to build a small trade empire and win the game that way. I mean, we had the victory score, but we're going to lose to the crisis. So, before I sign off for good on this game, I did want to cover this about how the crisis showed up, because I had a misconception about how this happens. I was always under the impression that the crisis showed up based on when your victory year was, and that it would appear sometime before then. I've never had the crisis show up earlier than 2440 when using the default settings in the game. But the truth is, and this is according to the wiki even, the endgame start year defines when the crisis can show up, and it can show up anytime after the endgame start year is defined. So you can see it's defined for 2400, which is always the default. So it can show up at 2401, or like in our case, 2403. That is the earliest I've ever seen it happen. So if you don't want the crisis to show up that early, like I don't, then you have to move this around. And what I'd like to do is have it show up no earlier than 2450. And if you want to move it to like 2475, then it's going to move your victory year to 2525. You can see. The thing about the crisis is when it shows up, the victory year, which is determined when the victory screen is going to pop up and tell you that you won by score, that screen can't pop up until the crisis is resolved. So you can see by this they're expecting to give you a 50-year window. I think the smart thing to do is probably do this and make sure it doesn't show up before 2450. I didn't expect it to show up before 2450 myself. I thought I had another 50 years to get ready for it. So from now on, that will be a setting that I'll be using. And the other thing is, with the crisis set to 10 times, you're kind of expecting the rest of the galaxy to help with it. But if you set the difficulty level really low, like I did on this one, Captain, then what happens is you're the only person in the galaxy that has a chance to take the crisis on, and everybody else is just the lowest pawn. They are fodder, because they're not going to be strong enough. If they're not playing on something like Grand Admiral, they're not going to be strong enough to help you against that sort of a crisis. So 10 times crisis, 5 times crisis. I think you need to keep these two things in mind, crisis strength and difficulty, and kind of keep them together. The stronger you go with the crisis, the more stronger everybody else needs to be to help out with that crisis. Or you get in a situation where, like what we just witnessed, where they have 600,000 strong fleets, and nobody in the galaxy, not even the fallen empires, can take that on. I'm the only one that could have, and unfortunately they showed up on my doorstep. So, in the future, endgame start year, that's the first year the crisis can show up. You want to pay attention to that. And balance your crisis strength against whatever difficulty you're playing on. You get that too big, and none of these people are going to be able to help you. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Drop your questions, comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.